Hi guys!
Hi.
Today is May 31st, which is absolutely crazy that we're all the way through May. Last week we talked about Moses crossing the Red Sea with the Israelites and Pharaoh's army getting wiped away. And this week we're going to talk about once they get through the Red Sea and they're in the desert and what happens there. I think most of you will probably remember this story from other years. But if not, we're going to read it today. And then we have super simple project. Hopefully you have the stuff to make it at home. And if not, again, you can find a way to make it work. It doesn't have to be exactly like ours. I went a little weird with mine this time. You'll see. So, we're going to start reading from our children's Bible, In the Desert. And Thomas, would you please start us off?
Sure. In the desert. For the next 3 days, the Israelites traveled through the hot desert without finding water. At last, they saw ahead of them a large pool. But when the Israelites drank the water, it tasted bitter, so they still could not quench their thirst. Terrible thirst. The people grumbled at Moses. "What are we supposed to drink?" they asked. And again, they began to wish that they were back in Egypt. So Moses prayed to God, and the Lord guided him to a piece of wood nearby. Moses threw the wood into the pool, and the water became sweet. Soon the Israelites were able to drink from the pool and refresh themselves for their long journey. But after a while, the food ran out, and again the Israelites moaned. "At least when we were in Egypt, we had plenty to eat," they said to Moses. "Have you brought us into the desert to starve?"
So God told Moses that he would provide the Israelites with meat to eat in the evening, and in the morning they would find as much bread as they could possibly want. That same night, a flock of quail flew down from the sky. The Israelites caught some of the birds and had a fine meal of roasted meat. The next morning, there was a heavy layer of dew around the camp. When the dew had gone, thick, frost-like flakes appeared on the ground. Moses told the people to collect this and eat it. It tasted like wafers made with honey. "What is it?" they asked. Moses told them it was the bread that God had provided for them. "Each morning you are to gather what you need for the day," said Moses. "On the 6th day, you must collect enough for the 7th day, which is the Sabbath. God orders you to rest on the 7th day." The Israelites called the food manna.
And so the children of Israel journeyed on. But as they grew short of water once more, the people soon forgot all that God had done for them. They began to complain again. In fact, they were so angry with Moses that they began to fear for his life. God said to Moses, "Take the elders of the Israelites and go on ahead of the people. I will guide you to a rock. Strike it with your staff, just as you did to the Nile River." So Moses did this. As his staff touched the rock, water gushed out. The Israelites were able to drink their fill. Moses hoped that at last the children of Israel would stop doubting God's plan for them and learn to trust him more.
So, I'll show you the pictures here. First you have them getting their quail and having a feast. And then you have the water coming from the stone. Okay, so, and you also had the special bread. So 3 things happen in the desert as a reminder of what God can do and how God will provide. So, that's our story. Are you ready for our craft? Today we're going to be making puppets. Quail puppets. So, quail puppets.
Cool.
So you're going to need a paper bag, either like a lunch size, which is small, or medium. You could do it with a big one if that's all you have. I have one big one and one medium one. Not quite as big as a grocery bag, but, and then I made mine a little bit bigger just so you can see it. Okay, thank you. You're also gonna need a piece of paper, and you're just gonna fold it in half. All right. I guess I should tell you all the materials that you need. You're gonna need your paper bag, you're gonna need a piece of paper, scissors, glue stick, markers, crayons, whatever you have. And we happen to have googly eyes. You know, these little, I don't know if you can see them. Googly eyes. If you don't have them, you can just draw on eyes. It's not a big deal at all. So, all right, that's what you need. So you're gonna fold a piece of paper. I chose to do it all with white paper, but you could shake it up and do it on a different paper. You could use more than one piece. Again, however you'd like to do it. Your piece of paper, you're going to, since it's folded, you're gonna take a marker or a pencil, whatever you have, and you're gonna draw kind of like a bit of a heart shape. And this is gonna be your beak. And you'll see. Okay, so I have a heart right there. See, it's more hearty than we need it to be. And then you're gonna draw a leg, a bird's leg.
Not a human leg.
Not a human leg. And then
like a fork.
You're gonna draw a wing. I'm gonna do mine in the corner because it'll kind of have the shape I'm looking for. Okay, so when all is said and done, your paper will look like this. Okay, and again, your beak doesn't have to really be a heart. It's just kind of the shape that we're looking for. So once you have all those, you're gonna cut them out. You're gonna keep it folded, and you're just gonna cut them out. And Thomas, you can use these for your project.
Yeah.
Okay. Cut them all out. And then what I did is I just went ahead and I made them, I colored them all different colors. I decided, you know what? My quail, his wings, let me see if I can open this. So I cut this out now, this half. I open it and I'm just gonna cut it in half and I'm gonna have 2 wings. Yeah, don't draw on my table.
Sorry.
Okay, so we have 2 wings. You see? I decided to make mine polka dots, but you can do however you want. So when you cut them all out, you should have 2 of each thing. You'll have 2 wings, you'll have 2 legs, and you can, like I said, you can decorate them however you want. You're gonna put it all together on your puppet. I added some feathers right onto my my bird, my quail. So if you just do like that, and then you alternate them. Mine did not come out perfect like that. You see how they're alternated? And then you can do that throughout the whole thing. You don't have to do any of that. You can just make it all striped or polka dotted, or maybe you just want them to be a plain brown quail. That's fine too. I just thought that this might be a little bit different. Shake it up a little bit. So I'll show you my finished product. Here's my quail. See, I have polka dot wings. And my beak's blue. And then you can use it like a puppet. So I can't wait to see Thomas's when it's all done. I hope that you guys send me pictures if you do it. I know that you're all going to have very, very different ones, which is awesome. I love seeing your creativity come through. Again, we missed you very much. Hope you're all doing well. And send us your pictures. All right, we'll talk soon.
Bye.
Bye.